So technically, this is a review not just of the WoMoxe 72 colored pencil set, which comes in a shiny black box overpack, and then inside of one of these, I really actually dislike these a lot, these plastic containers. And as you can see, I actually labeled this WoMoxe 72 color. And the reason for that is that there are 3 sets of pencils out there now under different names, but they are all exactly the same. Here we have Brutfuner, or Brutfuner, or Funer, however they want to say it. And this is a 72 color set, which is identical, absolutely identical to the WoMoxe 72 color set. And then you have a 120 color set, so the only difference in this one being there's more pencils, from Southsun. And these pencils are also exactly the same pencils. And all of the pencils actually say Brutfuner on them, or Brutfuner. So 3 different brand names. They're all exactly the same pencils. So this review is going to be for the Southsun, the WoMoxe, and the Brutfuner pencils. And as you can see, all of the pencils, they have all 3 sets, all say Brutfuner on them. They're the same color numbers. And they all perform the same. So the good news is they all perform very well. So this is very cheap coloring book paper, and as you can see, these colors layer and blend very nicely. This was like a 5-minute quick test. And then on good art paper with tooth, you can see that they also do very, very well on there. But here is the comparison of the 3 sets, the same color, 008, which is a red, in Southsun, WoMoxe, and Brutfuner, or Funer. I don't know how it's said. Now, underneath the WoMoxe, you'll see that I wrote slightly drier, as in drier feel. And the reason that I put that down is because I was actually thinking at the time that the reason why it feels a little bit drier is because I left them in the dryer maybe a little bit longer than the others. But as you can see, the color is about identical across all of them. Let me bring it down further here so you can get a better far away view of it. Now, there are extremely slight differences in the color. You may not be able to see it here, but I'm pretty sure that that's only because it was a different run of that color of pencils in the factory where they're made. As I said, all the pencils are exactly the same name on them, the same color numbers. But all of that said, they're all good pencils. They're oil-based pencils, and you can actually tell that they are definitely oil-based because when you get in here and start looking at the pencils, some of them actually bled color out onto the wood of the pencil from the oiliness of the lead. And there are several of them in the set like that. And you can see the oil that bled out into the wood from the tip. They have a firm, strong tip to them. I had no problems with any breakage. They go down nice and smooth and creamy, but they are firmer than a Prismacolor. And again, I always mention Prismacolor because most people are familiar with the feel of a Prismacolor. And it is expected with an oil color pencil that the lead will feel firmer. It'll hold a sharper point and not break as easily as a really soft wax pencil. So bottom line is that if you like oil colored pencils, any of the 3 brands, Southsun, WoMoxe, or Brutfuner, would all be a good choice. They're all exactly the same. If you already have one of those sets, you don't need to buy any of the others, unless of course you only have a 72 color set and you want to get the Southsun set, which does come in 120 different colors.